Okay, here we're back in Legend Heroes Trails to Azure. The first day has come to an end, and now the second day is kicking off. So let's see what Lloyd has waiting for him, shall we?
今日は雨か。そういえば雑誌の週間予報に書いてあったような。もしかしてキーヤ、また入り込んできたのか。最近あんまりなかったけど、どうしたのかな。
しずく、こっちだよ。
しずくちゃんと遊んでる夢みたいだな。まだ明け方だし、もう少し俺も眠るか。DG 教団の巫女、500年前の時代の出身か。教団の残党がいなくなって危険が及ぶこともなくなった。もう家族も残っていない以上、下手に記憶を取り戻さない方がいいかもしれないけど。今はクロスベルの治安を守ることに専念しよう。この子たちが安心して暮らせる毎日を守るためにも。
どうやら今日は一日小雨が降り続くみたいだな。夜にはちょいと荒れるらしい。
そうですか。動力車が支給されたから一通り郊外も回ってみようかと思ったんですが。
まあドライブ日和って感じじゃないのは確かだね。
残念です。
ところで、昨日私たちが街道で遭遇した人についてはまだ続報はないんですよね。
ああ、一家でもまだ確認できていないようだ。サウといいレクターってやつといい、一筋縄じゃいかない連中ばかりだな。
ええ、昨日会った男はそれ以上に危険な雰囲気をまとっていました。落ち着いているけど得体の知れない凶暴さをにじませているというか。
確かに虎みたいな雰囲気がありましたね。その気になればあっという間に襲われて食べられちゃいそうな。
ゾッとしない例えだけど、確かにそんな雰囲気だったわね。テロリストか傭兵、どちらも考えられそうだけど。
となると旧市街あたりで情報収集するといいかもね。ナインバリの女主人とかいろいろ知ってそうな気もするし。
交換屋のアシュリーさんか。元武器商人で裏の世界にもいろいろ詳しいみたいだけど。
確かにそういう意味では
ま、せいぜい頑張れ。ただお前たちがあくまで支援家だってことは忘れるな。傍聴方面に気を張りすぎてると本来の役割を見失うぞ。
わかりました。とりあえず端末で支援要請をチェックしよう。
ええ、わかったわ。
Okay, let's see what's here. Okay, that one's done with. Beta tester wanted, Chief Roberts. So Pom Pom Party. So talk to Lanfei. Blunder my umbrella from Oscar. When was swung by for an errand, lost something important, can you find it? Come to Mord's Bakery. And ostensible ownership. Seems Residential Affairs recently discovered several change of residence forms with suspicious names, now requesting a formal investigation. So we have to go talk to Shion for this one.
出ている緊急要請は全てクロスベル市内だな。 この程度の数だったら一通り片付けても良さそうだ。
財団の依頼もティオちゃんが関係しているかもしれないし、ももちゃんの依頼もできれば聞いてあげたいわね。
では緊急要請を片付けながら旧市街の交換屋を訪ねるんですね。
ああ、そうしよう。
ま、雨も降っていることだし、ぼちぼちやっていこうか。
Okay, let's talk to Sergey. Remember the Triple S's top priorities: responding to the citizens' requests and putting public safety first. Cal and Lecter fall outside that, so leave them in the first division for now. You kids have your own duties to attend to. Understood, Chief. I was curious if Kyo is in there. I think the one decoration we have is for her room. And due to the rain, I'm assuming we don't have to feed Kope.
キヤにくれるのライドありがと
So Lloyd said you're welcome.
う。ここがいいかも。
It sounds like only she's voiced. So they'll pop up in the rooms, and there is an affection gauge of sorts. So if you go all the way down here, you can see Ellie has 1 heart because we carried over her stuff. The other members of the Triple S start... There's one less for Randy. Max, that is. Randy and Tio have half. Noelle, Wazy have nothing because they start over, and Noelle has a lot of hearts. More than anyone else, it looks like. I wonder if we should be worried. Then you have Risha. I think she starts at 1 because of carryover. Dudley, yeah. And then for the rest of the girls, they all share 1. So we're at 2 already just because we delivered that gift. Let's go upstairs. I need to step away for a moment. Nope, no Kope. Even you're not immune to the rainy day blues, huh, Zite? Hope you don't mind watching over the building to pass the time. It's been storming like nobody's business out today. Not that it matters to me, that's why I keep my business indoors. So right here I'm looking to see about whether it's worthwhile to upgrade any of the gear, and I've just noticed that the Charlotte and Leatherfist are already on Wazy and Ellie, so we don't have to worry about them. I could just unequip their stuff. I need a long barrel for Ellie anyway. And then I can upgrade it, put it back. But the thing is, the Charlotte's upgrade will get like 20 power, 1 range, 20 accuracy. Wazy's on the other hand actually gets strength, more crit, and evasion. And since Wazy's been out in the front while I've been fighting, I think it's more worthwhile to give him the evasion. That way I can possibly get a no damage modifier for my EXP, and that will benefit me more in the short term. So that's my line of thinking. I think this is the first time in the series that we've actually had a rain effect. I don't think this happened in any game before now. Just to make sure this is locked. Nothing can keep a trainiac like me from getting my daily dose, not even stormy weather. If anything, the raindrops trickling off the train cars only make them glistening more beautifully than ever. And seriously, guys, you couldn't have an umbrella? Oh well. Splish splash, it's raining today, did you know that? Never would have guessed. Say, Triple S, did your team own a new orbital car now? I could have swore I saw you drive by... I could swear I saw you drive by in one just yesterday. Yeah, we do. It's the latest model by the ZCF. Wait, what? An orbital car by the ZCF? If you don't mind my asking, would you happen to know what its top speed is? We haven't quite tested it yet, but supposedly it can go up to 1500 cells per hour. Goodness gracious, what ludicrous speed, and ZCF reached it with their very first car? Sure is something. I suppose this means the automotive industry now has 3 big manufacturers. In that case, things are going to get a heck of a lot more interesting down the road. I know, right? The competition's sure to heat up, which means even more beauties running off the assembly line. There she goes again. Well, great minds drive on the same roads, they say. All drivers, please keep your speed to a minimum. 10 tends to be more traffic than usual on rainy days. That can be a problem due to how slippery the roads get. Make sure to drive extra carefully on wet surfaces. Cooking, like any discipline, requires you to develop strong fundamentals first and foremost. Take art, for example. The greatest abstract painters still have a solid grasp on realism, you know? Just wish Salteo would figure that out sooner rather than later. Cooking is an art, and that means creativity matters. Next time I create a new dish, it's going to shock the entire continent, I can promise you that. Evidently, I can't leave Salteo to his own devices, or he won't evolve as a chef at all. Desperate times call for desperate measures, as they say. I just have to follow my own advice. The atmosphere here at Von Set changes quite a bit when it rains. The hustle and bustle of the restaurant mixed with the pitter-patter of every little droplet, that's what I call ambience. No one told me it was going to rain. Why did this have to happen today? We were waiting for this vacation for so long. Yeah, I know, but there's no use crying over it. There's plenty of ways to have fun indoors on a rainy day. All you have to do is think of one. Salteo's always been in the kitchen to sneak a peek at who's seated at the tables. I wonder if he's planning on bringing dishes out personally as an excuse to introduce himself again. He never knows when to give up. You think so? None of this holds a candle to your home cooking, if you ask me. Isn't this delicious, dear? Now, since we're in the same chapter, it's very unlikely there's going to be a new issue of the Crossbell Times. My daughter's been meaning to develop a new addition to her juice stand menu. Since Serena's keeping her at home, she's taking the opportunity to make some headway on it. Where do you think she gets all that ambition? I'll give you a hint, you're looking right at her. Is it one of these two? Okay, so I need black pepper, mustard, olive oil. I can always remember what to buy even without a list. Why does my memory work like that when I'm taking tests, too? Welcome, everyone. Not even the stormiest rainy days can keep us from opening our doors. There's never a bad time to shop at Times Department Store, so please enjoy your visit. Pearl's fiancé, Scott, has been coming to see her at work more often. It's really been brightening up her days. I'm a little jealous, honestly. Welcome, Triple S, and thank you for choosing Times Department Store for your rainy day purchases. Please accept this if you would. What's this for, Neston? It's a token of gratitude to you for going out of your way to visit us during rainy weather like this. We started this practice recently, but it's limited to the first 100 visitors of the day. I see, that's some excellent customer service. Helps make this downpour feel a little less dreary. Happy to hear you say so, that was indeed the intention. Enjoy your time shopping with us today, ladies and gentlemen. We get a gift just for coming in when it's raining? Wow, this place is ritzy. That guy is the manager too, right? He's giving out these personally? Like, wow, talk about customer service. I want a jumbo-sized Mishy plushie more than anything right now, but they're so expensive. Should I save my money and get a big one later, or grab a cheaper tiny one now? Decisions. Let's see, healing balms, antidotes, also need some stimulants. Is he preparing a first aid kit? Where could he be going? This Mishy plush is so cute. Can I have this one, Southwark, please? Sure, let's see, that'll be 500 Mira, please. That's not what I meant, I'm asking you to give it to me as a present. Why would I do that, though? Because we're co-workers, obviously. What? That's not how it works at all. Fine, I'd understand if it were her birthday or something, but I can't just give her one because she begged. You tell her. It's only 100? Well, I need to buy a pair of battle scopes to replace the ones I used. Without an Instacast craft, it's just easier to throw those out at times. Figured out a cool way to kill time. I call it people watching. All sorts of people go shopping here, so it never gets boring. Keen whines about my shopping sprees much less than he used to. I knew he was going to love spending quality time with his mom like this. Makes me so happy. You may be interested to know that we have rain boots in stock. It's not uncommon for a customer to purchase a new pair and wear them around the store on days like these. Oh, I already have those. You wasted my time, man. This store's selection never fails to impress me. Unfortunately, that makes it all the harder for me to decide which one to buy for my wife. For some reason, rainy days like these remind me of when I was an art dealer in Arabonia. Back then, I spent day after day racking my brain for a way to squeeze every last mirror I could out of each piece. Just thinking about it makes me shudder with anxiety. So yeah, the Mishy tail I wanted to verify was an accessory. I believe there's a way to convert these... I want to say these four, what you actually turn into, like, the, Passionate Rouge, Still Blue, and Evergreen. No wardrobe is complete without clothes for a drizzly day. After all, bad weather is hardly an excuse to not look your best. Fashion is all about time, place, and occasion. That's why you have sets geared specifically for tackling the raid in style. Are you interested? I'd be happy to recommend you a new ensemble. Needle parka? We can get one for Lloyd. And they don't ask you to immediately equip it. Because I think in all the fights I've shown on camera, I've had ways to use crafts or physical attacks. We're gonna transition him to magic, don't worry. Orbital goods are just so fascinating. I find myself coming here to browse, even when I don't need anything specific. It pains me to admit this, but I don't know the first thing about orbital appliances we sell here. I realize now what a disadvantage that is. The last thing I want is to reflect poorly on our store, so I've been studying in my off time. Doing so has really allowed me to see when he's crafted a new light. It's incredible what orbital engineers like her are capable of. I tried to learn some of the more technical minutiae myself, but my mind just wasn't built for that level of complexity. Orbital cars and computers are nice and all, but they're way too rich for the average person's blood. Sure, prices are trending downward, but who's to say if they'll ever be low enough for working-class families to afford them? Yeah, that's a problem in real life as well. The way an orbital appliance is designed reflects the values of its manufacturer. For instance, the Epstein Foundation and ZCF are the cream of the crop when it comes to prioritizing function over form. The Brandford Company, on the other hand, goes for a more ornate feel, while the Verne Company strives to make their own products pop. The manager's gained a newfound respect for Wendy, I think. It used to be that every time he said her name and have this snooty, condescending tone to it. There's not even a trace of that anymore. It's almost like he admires how good of a job she does now or something. Wendy was totally weirded out by first, but she grew to accept it over time. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything there. So I believe we got this one because we carried over our data. So I assume this is Wazy. Yeah, this is frivolous crap. You don't need to spend your money on this early. Fernand actually picked up studying ornaments. Who would have guessed? You would have guessed because it's because he started off as a designer. Maybe hunger for learning comes with the territory. I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna, we probably have enough to make it to chapter 2 as is, so I'd rather just get these ready. Okay, they have all theirs opened. And the thing is, she doesn't have any of the fun ones. What I mean by that is Petrify, Freeze. You could argue Seal's as good as this one gets, but it does get a burn one later. And then this one gets a Sleep. So I'm going to do this one to give her more wind as well as fire spells. So you can see she has Heat Wave. If I were to do this, he gets Calamity Edge. Since she doesn't use arts, this is literally nothing lost. We had a chance of getting Breath, or Breed, yeah, it's Breath, I keep forgetting, but she actually has all 4 of the basic elements. And we just need to find more stuff for him as we go. Huh, the balloon stand's gone. I hate loafing around home while it's pouring like this. If you ask me, a rainy day is a perfect chance to pick up your favorite umbrella and go for a stroll. Went shopping with Mei Ling today. Night of rain can slow kids down. Where do they get all that energy? It smells so good. Hey, don't open the bag yet, Mei Ling. That bread is freshly baked. We don't want to get it all soggy. Okay. Let's see if Bond moved in here or not. I don't have work today, so I'm spending time with Yugo. Can't say I would make for a good pretend bracer. My sister says she doesn't know how to play pretend bracers. Oh well, maybe we could just play house instead. Oh man, that poor kid. So I heard you all have your own Opel car. You don't have to say a word, allow me to apologize on Noelle's behalf. I know exactly how she gets when it comes to cars. Mom, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not like that, right guys? Well, I wouldn't say she's completely off the mark. Your eyes lit up like septium crystals when you heard the specs. I half expected you to squeal like a schoolgirl. I can explain. Explain what? That your mind went so blank when you saw it you don't remember any of that? Oh, idios. So yeah, they did move into Joshua and Estelle's place. So in short, we want to introduce ourselves. Hope we don't end up imposing on you too much, neighbor. It's a pleasure to meet you. Come on, Marie, you say hello too. You seem like you have quite the happy household, Bond. Don't be a stranger if you need my help with anything. Thank you, that's very kind. Thank you for your hospitality. Hope we don't end up imposing on you too much. You're no bother at all. Don't be a stranger if you need help with anything. It's times like these I'm glad I taught Marie how to properly greet someone. We were able to have good manners with Mr. Marcy thanks to that. Thank you for your hospitality. Yeah, that's just a repeat. Our neighbor across the hall is a kind man, thankfully enough. And now you get to see the place without the staves and knives, and I don't remember what else they had in here. We've been getting more and more requests through the Orbital Net lately, especially on days like these. They're pouring in just as quickly as the rain. Only problem is we're so tied up that we have to reject the low priority ones. Sometimes we forward them to the Triple S, so be a lamb and take them off our hands, will you? So Arios is out, Scott and Wenzel should be upstairs, and the other two are at St. Ursula, which I don't know if we're going to get access to just yet. Hey, look who it is. The Triple S. It's been some time since you were in town. Good to see you again, Scott, Wenzel. You two must be bracers. Talented ones at that. Hey, you're from that gang in the downtown district. And you, from the look of things, you must be a CGF guardswoman. These are some pretty unconventional recruits you have here. Ways is a given, but how do you know I was a member of the CGF from just a glance? Simply, you don't carry yourself like any police officer I've ever seen. Take it from us bracers, you need to have an eye for these things in this line of work. Thank you very much for the advice. For sure, we'll probably be helping each other out a lot more from here on, so let's keep the hustle. Heard about your efforts on Altair, by the way. Job well done. Pouring blood, sweat, and tears in each and every day is how you get results, so make sure to keep it up. You guys are a lot more dependable than you were the first time we met. We'll probably be helping each other out a lot more from here, so let's keep the hustle. Hello? Aw, man. Gone fishing. Ever since I was a child, I always loved the rain. What? You're not about to tell me to act my age, are you? If I told you to act your age, you'd drop dead, you old bat. Spring could be worse, but it doesn't seem like it'll stop anytime soon. What could be taking Mei Ling and Roy so long, I wonder? They were only out for a bit of shopping. The city budget had been agreed upon prior to the cult incident has been amended. The new mayor and speaker played a major role in revising it without conceding to any special interests. People are starting to believe that our government is changing for the better, and it's plain to see why. No, I can't say it. Lousy weather we're having today, isn't it? Still no excuse to close up shop, though. Let me know if you've got any fish to trade. Looks like there's a leak in the tent. I'll have to repair it soon. What's up with Lily, by the way? She's been acting all funny today for some reason. Not many people go shopping in the rain, so you can take your time picking out the highest quality goods. Looks like I'm in for another good haul today. One of our customers said that to me, and said that me and Dins looked like a married couple. I never thought of us as childhood friends, but now that they said that, I'm starting to be self-conscious about it. Man, I worked really hard to make these products, now they're all going to get all drenched. That is, they would if I didn't apply a waterproof finish to everything I craft. And it's all low-quality stuff, you know. My goods take a lot of time and effort. So, we already bought that from him. I really don't care about running away. Basically, if I start a fight, I intend to finish it. Okay, where's the geese? He might not be out today. Sounds like we're getting rain in most of the state today. Better finish up here before the roads get too bad. Finn tried to make a pass at Risha earlier, I swear, that guy's nothing but trouble. She could find a way better man than him any day of the week. No offense to Finn, but I never let my best friend settle like that. Now, dear, a piping hot meal will warm your body right up. We waited so long for this vacation, only ended up getting rained on. Maybe just a drizzle, but I'm freezing somewhat awful. Sorry to cheat on your grub, Tomas, but Long Lao has got you beat. This is so good I'm thinking of putting in another order. What's the CGF guardsman doing here? Is that you, Alexei? Sergeant Major Seeker, fancy meeting you here. I'm on break, so I came to the city to grab a bite to eat. Well, I'm not surprised you came all the way here from Tangram Gate just for lunch. Tangram Gate? You mean the border at the end of the Eastern Highway? Yes, it's a key strong point of the state manned by a CGF garrison. Recently got a new deputy commander, so all of us have been pretty busy. Shouldn't be complaining, though, with how tough your work is, Sergeant Major. We're all rooting for you. Thanks, I appreciate that. Sound of falling rain always gets me feeling depressed. Puck and I are saving little by little, but we're still a long ways from opening up our own shop. Is working part-time like this really getting us any closer to our goal? I tried putting the moves on Shanshan's friend Risha earlier. I don't think she understood what I was getting at, though. She just gave me the usual pleasantries and left for rehearsal. The girl must be so absorbed in Ark and Seal that dating's the furthest thing from her mind. Those punks with the red tracksuits hardly come by the downtown district anymore. They better not be trying to get out of paying off their tabs. Why did you give them tabs? I slipped and fell in a puddle earlier and it still smarts. Wait, mind over matter, right? I'll just think the pain away. Yeah, good luck with that. Well, if it isn't Geithner, you seem to be doing alright for yourself. How's the business? Good, I hope? It is, thankfully. Everything's going smoothly so far. Right, I bought a cake for you as a gift. Please enjoy. Why, thank you kindly. If you're not in a rush, why don't we share some over a cup of tea? Glad to see you're doing well, Tance. Honestly, I couldn't be more grateful to you and everyone else in the building for all you've done. It's great to see you in such high spirits, Geithner. I can be happier for you. He's not here. Might be at St. Ursula. Yeah, based on what they said, I figured she'd be at the theater. My daddy works at a construction site every single day. Sometimes they keep him there the whole time, too. Just like today, I guess that means he's gonna come home late again. My husband's a construction worker. He's been helping out with that Orcus Tower project everyone's been talking about these past few months. Apparently the interior is already complete, but the outside still needs a few finishing touches. Looking forward to when it's finally completed. Aren't you supposed to do the outside first to keep the elements out? Like, oh, I don't know, rain? Man, where the hell are you, little man? You know I get pissy without my booze. Man, why'd it have to rain today? Makes me wish it was drizzling juice instead. Then I can open wine and drink until my belly burst. If Van's belly was full of juice, it'd jiggle every time he moved. Just like his dad's after he drinks a bunch of beer. So keep in mind, I don't think we ever see what his father looks like. They just do stuff to make you imagine or something or another. Got ourselves a rare spell of rain today. Could give a crap about getting wet, but moisture is the mortal enemy of any precision instrument, and if you ever fiddle around with mechanical parts, you know precision's key. So yeah, the two that I can get on the cheap would be these two. That's 25% accuracy and 195 strength. So we get 20% accuracy. I think the range does go up, and I bought a barrel for her. Picked up a lighter off the ground, don't forget. So if I can get some good evades, we'll actually get more bonuses when it comes to the payouts for the fights. That's my line of thinking. I can take your order if you'd like something to drink. No need to be shy, all I have to do is ask. Sounds easy on paper, there's something about Ebbs that makes him a little hard to approach. Man, rainy days never fail to get me down. Here's a mess when it's this humid. Why can't the weather be normal? You can play billiards as much as you want if there's no one using the table, but you'll have to buy a drink first. Paying customers only. The rain is making it hard to run errands. Now I've got mud all over me. I'm going to have to change before I start cooking. Liang's been giving me tips on how to mix up some cocktails. It's pretty involved, but I'm having a good time with it. So real quick, in case you're wondering, I'm not going to go into the bank here. We're not going into Nine Valley because that's a story thing. No Dino, so we'll go inside. You guys, Triple S and Wazy too. Guess you guys haven't seen Vault lately. No, why? Did something happen to him? Well, don't Dino, we got nothing to say to a spineless jackass who's still up to the damn cops. Now get the hell out of here if you know what's good for you. As you wish. Wald. Don't think for a second you'll get away with this, Wazy. Look, you heard Jed. We got nothing to say to you. Damn, Vald was scaring the crap out of me this morning. Why is he so obsessed with Wazy anyway? I think he was happy that pain-in-the-ass douchebag skipped town. Hey, watch your dumbass mouth, Slash. We couldn't get on Vald's level in a million years. You can't just talk smack about him like that. Besides, we should be focusing on how to shake him out of his funk. Yeah, I know. Seriously, man. Vald would have had your ass on a plate if you heard that just now. Okay, I'll shut it up, alright? Yeah. Screw them smug-ass Testaments. We'll take him down a peg with a vengeance. I don't think we're able to go out the east side yet. Nope. Keep in mind when we have access to our Morcon mains, my patrols are going to get that much more in depth. We might be getting a small mercy here because of the rain, but other days it's going to freaking suck. What does an individual raindrop look like? Maybe I can make one out if I squint hard enough. More power to you, lady. Nothing there. Takes perseverance to walk the path to the noodle. I'm not gonna let a piddly bit of rain dampen my spirits. Yeah, but want to get into your noodles if you're not careful? My thought exactly. Neither rain nor snow, no sleet, no hail can keep me from delivering these packages. Though in a perfect world I wouldn't have to deal with any storms in the first place. I understand that Rains is helping to investigate some ruins today. Grace wouldn't stop lying about her trusty assistant being gone. Couldn't think that Rains hasn't even been with us for a year yet. He's been so reliable in such a short amount of time. It's admirable, really. Hayways after Ravash's old compound, huh? Doubt the Empire's gonna take too kindly to an Eastern Syndicate getting a solid foothold right down the street. Oh, buddy. There's some shady business going down behind the scenes right now. Hey all, back on that sleuthing grind today? Guess you could say that. How goes your investigation into Hayway? Don't ask, it's been like pulling teeth. Try looking at other potential bidders, but nothing's come up. At this rate, Hayway's gonna snatch the whole compound for themselves. That's what we were afraid of. Well, it's also all about I can dig up without sticking my nose in a place where I might get bit. So I'm staying in the office today and catching up on a few assignments that I've got piled up. Oh, and don't worry. I'll be extra sure to write a piece about the Triple S being back in action. If you have any comments or pictures you want me to work in, just send them my way. You're welcome to use a photo from my club if you want. We just had new ones taken for the next year's calendar. Anything but that, please. There's something I'm forgetting. What is it? Civics. Okay, so I don't go into Town Hall. Because I was thinking to myself, there was something here that was telling me not to go in, but I couldn't remember what. Going to have a special guest coming by the library later today. I can hardly wait to speak with him. A special guest? Who is it? A man by the name of Nielsen. He's a renowned journalist who travels all over the continent. Shouldn't be too long before he arrives. I'd love to introduce you all to him if possible. Meeting a famous international journalist does sound pretty interesting. We'll try to stop by later for free. I'm not sure why, but I seem to make excellent progress with my research when it rains. Maybe the sound of it pitter-pattering helps me concentrate on work instead of all the things that could distract me. Or your distractions are inside trying to stay dry, one of the two. Director's been restless over Mr. Nielsen who's visiting later today. Must really be looking forward to speaking with him. Thus was Adios's visage veiled in tears. The droplets cascaded down upon the earth, spreading throughout the world. The people could do nothing but gaze in silence. Keep going, Mom. What happened next? So there you go. Now we know for certain that the goddess is disappointed in us. Good morning. The weather is a little unfortunate, but I for one don't mind a little drizzle every once in a while. Rainy crossbill is still better than a sunny elsewhere, I always say. My hair is naturally curly, but for some reason it actually gets less frizzy when it's pouring out. That's why I don't mind the rain. What, am I the only one? He must be in City Hall. I'm talking about Tajik or Tajik. Patrolling on rainy days isn't easy, even if it's just a light drizzle. Make sure to stay dry, alright? You don't want to catch a cold. Hi everyone, you came at just the right time. There's something very important I'd like to discuss with Miss Seeker. What's going on, Fran? You never looked this serious. Well, I just had to ask. Can I really not call you Noe when we're on duty? Fran, Karen was thinking there was some sort of emergency. Didn't I explain this several times when my transfer to the Triple S was decided? I told you that we're going to work together and you need to have a certain level of professionalism on duty. But no, Miss Seek... I can't do it. You'll always be Noe to me. Can't you give her a break, Noelle? Surely it's not that big a deal. I agree, not to mention Miss Seeker, something doesn't sound right coming out, Fran. Can't ever hesitate on what to call you if there really was some kind of crisis. I guess so, but... See? They're on my side. Somebody could end up getting killed because of me. So that leaves me with no choice but to call you Noe. Might as well loosen up a little. After all, the Triple S is a bit, shall we say, slipshod as far as police divisions go. I mean, just look at the chief. Wazy is going for the jugular. For the love of Adios, fine, but only because I'm being overruled here. Yes, score one for Franny. Thanks for all the help, guys. Well then, good luck out there, Noe. Come on, do you have to say it like that too? Just this once. So she claims. Noelle never stood a chance. CPD was completely restructured after the previous commissioner's dismissal and Mayor Qua's election into office. With that comes new challenges in our organization. Even so, I wholeheartedly believe we're making progress. People are likely going to expect more from the Triple S than ever before now, so keep doing your best, everyone. Fran and I will make every effort to support you from the back lines. Feels so good to get that out of my system. I was starting to have Noe withdrawals. Now that that's done, I can get back to work and do my job right. Oh, come on. You can't seriously mean it was affecting your job performance. You heard Ellie. Calling you Noe is a matter of life and death. That goes double for me. Rest peacefully, professionalism. I hardly knew you. Come on, Noelle. It'll be fine. Well, that's one way to get her re-enlist very quickly. Good, we don't have to go up there. Let's see if anyone from First Division's out here. So I hear you booked those kids yesterday, the ones who have been driving like lunatics around town. Well, we can just leave them be. Unfortunately, as foreigners, they were relieved with only a fine. But if it's kept them from terrorizing the streets for one day, then at least we've accomplished something. Here's hoping it stays that way. Had they been crossbound, those punks would be behind bars right now. Then we could really take them to task. Not much we can do otherwise, though, not unless the die makes it possible someday. Till then, it's uphill sledding for us. I think they're talking about those three from before. So it seems I share their sentiment of keeping them off the roads. Those spoiled brats really stirred the pot, eh? No idea why they get a kick out of inconveniencing others. It takes some real arrogance to act like those hooligans did yesterday. People who suffer from their behavior have every right to resent them for that. Here I thought the fine was just a revenue-generating scheme, which a lot of cities are really known for. Tensions at HQ have been off the wall these days. I can barely take it anymore. Sure, we're not under as much pressure from the diet or top brass, but the state still has a heap of problems to deal with. Seriously need a vacation. When am I going to get to take it easy? I can relate to that right now. I think I only get like a week reprieve before I have to go back. Anyone scared off by a little rain can't call themselves a real gambler. Rain or shine, I'm gonna let it ride. The Barker's not out. Good morning, welcome to Hotel Millennium. If you're headed out to the rain, might I offer you an umbrella? It's no trouble really, simply ask and I'll be happy to oblige. You know, I really wouldn't mind passing the time in a hotel like this, but if you ask me, I think it'd be better spent at the casino. Let's see, what shall we do today? Perhaps it would be a good idea to take advantage of the hotel services that the manager suggested. What do they have here? I don't see any amenities like a workout room, a pool, or... who knows what else they've got. I don't really travel that much. Carpets always get caked with mud on rainy days, it's such a pain to clean them too. Still, seeing them look sparkly and new again does give me a sense of accomplishment. And these are all still empty. Well, we're not nearly as busy as we were during the anniversary festival. We had a noticeable surge in bookings as of late. Perhaps it's due to the orbital network reservation system the manager put into place. If this trend continues, then Hotel Millennium's future is looking very bright indeed. I see that it's pouring out there. Here at Hotel Millennium, we suggest attractions to our tourists that they can enjoy even on the rainiest days. You're welcome to inquire as well. Just send them to the casino or the theater and you'll be done. It's days like these that separate us from the other so-called superfans. Lady Ilya, Risha, we love you. Lady Ilya, no amount of rain can ever put out my burning passion for you. I'm hoping we do not get to go inside. Just say hi, turn around, and leave, please. Hello there, Triple S. We appreciate your visiting. However, I regret to inform you that everyone's busy preparing for this afternoon's performance. Sorry about that, we didn't realize now was a bad time. It's not as if we had any particular reason for coming. We can visit another time. Until then, sorry to bother you, sir. And there we go, we saved quite a bit of time by not talking to Plie and the others. The ice cream truck isn't there. We spoke to him already. There's no Barker as the lady over here. I don't know if her direction may change due to the rain or if she doesn't come out at all. It's looking like she's a no-show. Hey there, want to play? It's a perfect day to bunker down at our casino. Who needs stormy weather? You can make it rain with us instead. Leave your worries at the door and have some fun at Barca. Why suffer through the rain outside? We can make it rain in Mira here. My apologies, I'm afraid this round belongs to me. You're good, but you won't be so lucky next time. I pray you go easy on me. Yeah, I think that's the same chick. Oh dear, Miss Reytarosa is one fearless competitor. Gambling is about the destination rather than the journey. The victor always has the last laugh. Can I interest you in a game of roulette? The Wheel of Fate is always happy to welcome you in. I figured that since the previous two spins were red, the next one would be black. Guess that kind of simple logic doesn't work with gambling. Realistically, you want to bet red because there's a good chance there's something defective with the wheel that skews it more to red than black. That's actually the gambling thing, the gambler approach, rather than the average person who'll say, yeah, it's gotta be the other one now. No, sucker's broke. Then old Benamite can say whatever she wants. Ain't gonna stop me from gambling. This is the life I was born for. Let it ride. Speaking of Randy, is he still away at the moment? He informed me that he'd be returning to the CGF for a short time. Yes, that's right. He should be joining with us before long, though. I see. Then if there's any trouble, would you mind telling him to stop by once he's in town? Let him know I've got a bottle of wine waiting to welcome him back. We will. After we're off duty, of course. Repeat after me, dude, because you're gonna need it. Wubble up a dub-dub. Especially after his old lady gets a hold of him. We'll hit up the back streets real quick. It's looking more and more likely that Ravash's little compound is going to end up in Hayway's hands. Once that happens, he'll gain a significant foothold in Crossbow's underworld. Given the state's current condition, I doubt much can be done to stop them. I don't even think they really mention Ravash at all in Cold Steel. I'm trying to remember if they talk about the one... what was the enforcer's name? Garcia Rossi or something like that? I don't think he popped up in Cold Steel at all. Wow, did I sleep like a log just now? I always come to Garant after I'm done with my hostess work. It's comfy and quiet here, so let's me get my 8 hours of rest in. Is it true that the building in the back of the alley is up for sale? These scary men in black used to stand in front of the place all the time a while back. I wonder what the new owners will be like. It's tough pulling customers on rainy days like this. Talk about putting a damper on business, huh? Door is locked. Been keeping tabs on what's happening with the Ravash lot. Not that I'll need to for long. Soon that place is going to have Hayway's name on it. If only I known beforehand, I would have snatched it up first and resold it to them at a higher price. Right, Imelda dabbles in real estate. How could I ever forget? In all seriousness, I was expecting her to be the buyer at first. Okay, back out in the rain we go. Wait, wasn't one of the customers Oscar? Yes. So we have to have the bakery next video. Maria Bell's in charge of the IBC's technology department. She knows a ton about orbital tech. Maybe we really should study orbital engineering after all. Pansy, you've seen the light. You're finally ready to walk the path of the humble engineer. This is a big moment. You're going to grow up to work for the railways like your dear old dad, aren't you? No, I hate trains. Derailed. Well, no need to rush. There's still plenty of time for Pansy to come around. I know for a fact she'll be a fine engineer someday. She's my daughter, after all. It runs in her blood. What I want is to become as cool and smart as Maria Bell. It's got nothing to do with being a grease monkey engineer. That's just what my dad wants for me. Chiru's liable to set off on another one of her trips any second now. I should make some of my special fried rice while I still have her and Ryu in one place. My ancestral home is Calvert, so I do know my way around an eastern dish. Hey Chiru, where are you going to travel to next? For now I'm planning on walking around Crossbelt and seeing where my feet take me. Even just in this state, there's still a bunch of parts I haven't checked out yet. So yourself, you're out of your mind if you ask me. Only a nutjob will want to be in all those weird places you go to. You're one to talk, Mr. Junior Geofront Inspector. You're talking big for someone who snuck into the Geofront and cried like a baby when they rescued you. I did not cry, that was Henri. I think Chiru's got a screw loose or something. Only a nutjob want to be in all those weird places she goes to. My husband is the director of the city library. His position led him to befriend a famous reporter years ago. Whenever they meet, they get into levels of academic discourse you wouldn't believe or understand. They're like two little boys, overactive imaginations and all. Rainy weather has its charms in a picturesque sort of way. It takes skill to capture photos in the rain, but you know what? That just makes it all the more fun. Rain, rain, go away. I mean, there's nothing more miserable than this. I need to finish these errands up so I can get myself home already. I like to set aside rainy days like this to focus on my hobby. What hobby, you ask? Why, handicrafts, of course. I've been making a quilt for my latest project. All I have to do is take it one stitch at a time. It's both fun and stimulating. Oh, the humanity of all. My car is liable to get soaked right through in this weather. What I wouldn't give to have a garage. No matter, I'll just have to give her a nice good car wash tomorrow. What would a wash do? I mean, if things taking in rain, wouldn't the wash... I don't know. The original City Hall, that is to say, the Civic Center, was designed by my grandfather. He was an amazing architect who had a hand in drafting almost all of Crossbell's public buildings. I've long aspired to reach the same heights with my own career. Now I'm designing the exterior of the successor to his original creation. History has a funny way of repeating itself. My husband often tells me about his grandfather. He was an incredible architect, not to mention the measuring stick my husband always compares himself to. Go as far as to say he might have a teeny bit of a complex about it. Hardly ever see the third floor tenant on account of my poor timing, but I actually ran into her once this morning. She told me her name was Sully, and that she was a performer in training at Arc-en-Ciel. She must not have debuted yet. I'll have to keep my eye on her. Wasn't this apartment Elia's? Sully's just been staying with her, I thought. She'd be 10 times as thrilled if she realized who the true tenant was. Now you know Elia's at work. Let's check out Talus's. I sent Momo off to the bakery on an errand. She's taking an awfully long time, though. Could be that she got confused. Maybe I should have been more clear about which bread to buy. And we know she's waiting for the mission thing. That Momo, she went off in the pouring rain to run errands for us, all smiles all the way. Suppose she's just that excited to use the new umbrella Talus bought her. Yeah, it'd be a shame if somebody had that umbrella, you know? Real shame. We've been getting a lot more requests for legal counsel recently. Mr. Groom has been working on them day in and day out. He needs to learn to take a break. Oh, don't worry, he'll get as much of a break as he wants soon enough. It appears Heiwei's acquisition of the old Ravache compound is proceeding smoothly. I worry deeply about what could happen if it falls into their hands. Me too, it would be a big problem. Yes, though there may be nothing we can do, save for taking it as it comes. God is above, even now issues such as these continue to plague Crossbell. If you don't remember the compound, it has all that space underground, which I assume they were hiding contraband among other stuff in there, as well as like the archaisms and who knows what else, really. Yeah, I thought I saw something come up behind me. Well, time to head to work. Commuting is such a pain on the rainy days. My joints always ache on rainy days. I'm gonna need to get some medicine from St. Ursula. You okay, Granny? I can take you to the hospital if you need it. Thank you, Ferric. It's quite alright, though. I can get there on my own. Dang, I was ready to carry her all the way there if I had to. Granny's always been tough as nails, though, so I'm sure she'll be fine. Ferric may be rather impolite at times, but he's a considerate soul deep down. It warms my heart to know what a good child my son has raised. I have a ton of Sunday school homework right now. Kia's test scores have been leaving me in the dust lately, so I've got to study even harder. Studying's for chumps. There's one thing George W. Bush taught us: it's if you're gonna get somewhere, you're gonna get there through crooked connections and illegitimate deals than anything to do with skill, integrity, honor, compassion, humanity. I can go on. My mind starts to wander whenever I pass time by myself. For instance, I've been ruminating over that purple-haired girl who saved Colin earlier this year. Are we truly destined to never meet? I wouldn't even know where to begin finding her. It's a simple hope I can't let go of yet. If I ever get the chance, I would love nothing more than to offer that girl my gratitude in person. Ren, she's long since returned to Liberl with Estelle and Joshua. I'm sure she still has a lot of emotions to work through, though, but I know she'll come back one day eventually. Alright, we saw that one already. There she is. This tastes so good. I was wondering where these two were at. Colin snatched a cookie just now, didn't he? What a mischievous little boy. Bond's family used to live in this area, but they moved away recently. They came to say their goodbyes before they left, but we haven't heard from them since. Hope they're settling in alright. They're not that far away, you could walk over there, you know. Not seeing any other NPCs moving around. So yeah, this area is a lot faster to traverse now that Bond and his family are gone. Oh, Joanna's not there. Nope. There she is. Joanna, are you drawing on the windows? Oh, well, they were so foggy that I was simply, Excuse me, my lady, I really should be getting back to my cleaning. The three youths who moved in next door recently have been rather problematic. They drive recklessly around the city, blast loud music in the dead of night. Such behavior is simply intolerable. But even should I complain, they refuse to listen to reason. It's quite a dilemma. Slash their tires, they'll get the message. So, yeah, I think that completes the patrol, doesn't it? That actually went a lot faster than I thought it would, in like half the time of the previous one. Huh. So it has its own door. So yeah, when we pick up next time, we'll actually kick off the missions, and then the story segment, and you know how it goes. I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.